So I finally got cut through this last little piece. It got really dense here, and lots of hawthorns. They got these like inch or inch and a half long thorns on them. They snap off pretty easy, but fuck do they hurt. And that's most of what's in that pile. So this last little stretch here, it was thick. It's supper time, so I'm hungry. Good way to lose weight, I'll tell you that. It comes to a really nice little more open of an area, not half as dense as before. So I kept dragging the brush off to this pile here, and I'll light that up maybe in the fall or something. I've tried lighting up a couple other piles, but I'll leave these hanging here for the night. I've tried lighting up a couple other piles, and I don't know, just too much of green wood with all the little sticks and that, I guess. Sometimes they burn real good. You get a bit of heat going after you add a little bit of napalm, diesel and gas and motor oil. And then it just craps out. So I'll just keep dragging out wood and widening it out. And gonna clear an area around this downed poplar right here. And then I'm gonna cut that up for firewood. There's a few other poplars, a couple leaners that are ready to go, so I'll kind of slowly clean up all of that. I'll drop them and I'll make a little clearing so I can stack them up, and then I can haul them out as I need to. And in the next few days I'll be out here. I'll bring my brush rake. It's kind of something for fighting brush fires and that, but it works good for cleaning up all the sticks and that. And I'll clean up the sticks, and once I feel confident I'm not going to get a flat tire, I'll maybe come back here with the quad and the chainsaw and take out some of the bigger stuff. But my ATV club's got one of those. It's a Husqvarna brush cutter, like a weed whacker with the bicycle handles on it. And we got several different blades for it, so I'm going to borrow it, and as the snow melts down, because it's supposed to be kind of nicer weather over the next while, then I'll be able to knock all these wiry little stumps more and more. I was trying to see if my friend had his TD6 International going yet, but he hasn't had a chance. He's a heavy-duty mechanic, so he's constantly fixing shit. This was a pile I tried getting going the other day, and I got some of it down. It was oh, I don't know, maybe about that high sort of thing, like another 2-3 feet higher. And all the sticks kind of lit up, and it was really roaring for a bit there. And it just stopped, more or less. Just sizzled out. So, but I got all these big chunks of deadfall. I've got this oak that got pushed over by probably one of these poplars that fell on it. So I'll clean that up once I can get back here with the saw, because it's a bit of a job to lug it all the way back here. And my left arm, my dominant arm, is pretty sore from all the snipping here, and I've been doing other firewood this winter. This was a poplar I dropped about 2 winters ago, and the snow was almost up to the top of the stump there. I don't know why I even bothered with it, but I didn't get much firewood out of it because most of it was rotten right through, so there's only a few logs that I got out of there. I can't believe I even got the quad back here, but that's those Zilla tires. When they grab, they pull. So yeah, once I can get that brush cutter back here, I can deal with all the regrowth and then everything else, and I can bring everything down. I'm going to consolidate all these brush piles into 1 or 2 and deal with all this deadfall. I'll see if I can get some of it to burn tomorrow, and see if I can get one of my 2 or 3 day piles going. I call them that because they literally will burn for 2 or 3 days, sort of thing. Like, they'll just stay hot, and I can just stoke them up the following day and keep them going. This is a deer trail here, and it's like a deer highway almost. And I'm gonna probably clean this out on my next projects, depending on how much energy I got and how late in the season we get. Once we get into, I call it jungle season, but it's when everything greens up and it gets too humid and hot to be back in the bush. unless you're in an air-conditioned dozer, hoe or something like that, or excavator I should say. But yeah, see all this stuff here, all these sticks and everything. I'm going to clean that all up because that's from all these poplars falling over. So these ones will get dropped sooner or later. Just try to make an area for them to land when I do drop them. And I'm not working in the sticks so much. It is all regrowth. I came back here with the mini excavator, not last winter, winter before, and I mowed it all down. But I still had lots of snow, so I didn't get right down to ground level. So that weed whacker with the blade, the brush cutter blade, will work good. And this was another trail I had started. And same thing, like I started getting into too many oaks and that, and I don't want to take them all down. And because the machine is 7 feet wide, then you're kind of cutting a big swath. And one of the reasons why this is so wide is just because I was cleaning up all the deadfalls I went along and trying to mulch it all up so that new stuff could come up. You'll see over here, this is the first pile I lit up. It lit up pretty good, but it had sat for a year or two, so it was well seasoned and it just went up. So I'm gonna add some more onto there, pull stuff out of here just by hand, or make another pile and just sit there and maybe I'll get some hot dogs or something. And some more beer. Everything's better with beer. And we're just getting to the end here. Like this pile is all treetops and stuff, and some deadfall in there. I cut up a dead log that was in there, and I might have to just let it season. And then it'll go up fast.